Good. Anything new going on in your practice, in your performances?
Yeah, I have been playing on Broadway recently, and I've been on stage with costume and everything, so everybody could see me, could see the whole band. So when I was feeling very tired after like more than an hour or almost 2 hours of playing, I felt like I needed to rest, but I couldn't just lean backwards because it didn't really look good like that. So I had to keep my demeanor and everything, and I find that very taxing. It's I felt kind of tense sometimes. So I try to not sit up like this, so I relax my chest. But after that, I started to feel that my lower back is starting to hurt. So I don't know if there's anything that we can do about this.
Right, I totally understand. So I'm gonna put my hands on here. So this is the top of your head. Right, that's very nice. And allow your neck to free up. And going down, that's right. So can you sense more space in your torso?
Yes.
And then allow the breath to come in. Right, and release out. So breath in and out. And then going down towards your spine, the lower back. And then the tailbone just gently hang. It's a very organic kind of flow and movement. Instead of thinking about, I need to sit up straight, I need to stay on the position. Use your imagination. So you could always renew your thoughts. For example, the balloon head releasing away, your spine is just like a string hanging loose, and you have a rocking base to support you. And then continuously after that, you still have the support of your feet on the ground. Let's try with that little thought and play a little something for us.
Okay. It's very interesting. I felt like, after relaxing, I just felt like there are spaces between my joints.
Right.
Spaces between my joints. It's like I cannot really explain the feeling, but yeah, it feels like I'm having a lot more freedom when I play.
Take a guess. That's the only bony connection. So between your arms and your torso. Do you know where it is? Or where your your appendages?
Here.
So this is the place where you attach to your torso. Well, almost there. So this is your arm, right?
Yeah.
This is attached to where your collarbone and your shoulder blades. So collarbone and shoulder blades are part of the arm. See, if you move up, move down. So try this movement. You go up, you go down. See, the collarbone needs that.
Yeah.
Right. So the connection between your arms is actually right here. And the collarbone.
Oh, it's here. I see.
The collarbone and the torso. So that's the only part where it's connected to your torso.
Oh, wow.
The rest is really free.
I see.
Just with that little thought, it feels different, right? It's not just chopping off from here.
Yeah. It's a way bigger piece.
It's a way bigger piece, exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm putting my hands here near your collarbone. I'm gonna trace it. Okay, so from here it starts and it goes out.
Yeah.
Until almost here. That feels kind of long and far, right?
Yeah.
And then this one here, I'm gonna trace your shoulder blades. So your shoulder blades is not pinned down to your torso. All this are just muscular. They're just muscles. There's no bony connection at all. It's not a joint. So this is where the collarbone and the shoulder blades meet.
Yeah.
And then this is your first arm bone here. So it goes down here, and this is another joint. And then it continues from the elbow joints. It goes out here to your wrist joint. And then in your wrist joint, it goes out to your fingertips. So when there's joint, good news, there's space.
Yeah.
Because we need space in between the joints to move.
Yeah.
Because if there's no space, it's stuck and it's rigid. We cannot move. You know, almost like the hinge of the door. You need that space.
Yes.
How did that go?
I feel strangely I feel bigger.
Oh,
I feel
wow.
a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel expanded.
Which
Probably means I feel a lot more freer, relaxed. Yeah, it feels like before you adjusted me, I feel like I confined myself in a very small cube. And my space was this much. But after you adjusted me, it just felt like so much bigger.
Right, and then you have the availability of space.
Yeah, I felt like I have a lot more room to play with instead of just this.
That's great.
Yeah.
Right, so any final conclusion that you want to share?
I think I'll look into expanding my inner space. Yeah. So that in my mind I have a lot more exterior space as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of it is in the head.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not necessary, like, especially you in an orchestra, this is all the space that you have, but
Right.
your imagination, you could play
Absolutely.
with, you know, owning much bigger space.
Yeah.
Good. So thank you so much for
Thank you.
playing for us today.
Thank you.